There comes a moment when you begin to sense that life is not what it seems, that the world you see, the identity you wear, the stories you cling to are only layers of a dream. You've spent lifetimes believing you are a name, a body, a collection of memories and desires. But somewhere deep inside, a quiet whisper begins to rise, asking, what if everything I've known is only a reflection of a greater truth waiting to be seen? Those who've glimpsed beyond, through near-death, meditation, or awakening, speak of the same revelation. Death is not the end. It is not even separate from life. It is merely a continuation, another veil through which consciousness flows. And once you realize this, everything changes. Fear dissolves. You see that what you called reality was just one thin layer of something infinitely vast. The Tibetan masters wrote about this in the Book of the Dead, not to frighten us, but to remind us that we are already dreaming. They taught that the moment of death is only a mirror, reflecting how awake you were in life. If you lived blind to truth, lost in distraction, you will enter death the same way, pulled by the illusions of mind, repeating the same patterns again and again. But if you awaken now, if you train your awareness to see through illusion, then death itself becomes liberation. Awakening does not begin when you die, it begins now. Every moment you resist truth. Every time you run from discomfort, you strengthen the chains that bind you to illusion. And every moment you pause, observe, and let go, you prepare your soul to be free. This is why the ancient mystics called life a rehearsal for death. They knew that the real test is not escaping death, but meeting it without fear, awake, aware, and unshaken. Most people live their lives half asleep, chasing comfort, avoiding pain, clinging to identity. They think they have endless time, but when the moment comes, their fear drags them back into the cycle. Another body, another story, another illusion. And still the soul whispers, wake up. To awaken means to see that you are not the dreamer, but the awareness behind the dream. You are not your thoughts, your emotions, or your name. You are the silent witness that existed before you were born, and will exist long after this life fades away. When you realize this, not as an idea but as living truth, death loses all power over you. Every fear you carry now is the same fear that will meet you at the threshold. The attachments that control you in life will control you in death. But the moment you begin to let go, to stop identifying with what is temporary, you begin to awaken from the dream. Meditation, reflection, awareness. These are not rituals of escape, they are acts of remembering who you are. The mystics called this walking through the illusion. They trained their minds to see through deception before it was too late. Because the real prison is not the body, it is ignorance. And the only key that unlocks it is awareness. When you begin to observe life instead of being consumed by it, you step outside the endless wheel of becoming. You begin to live, not as a character trapped in a story, but as consciousness itself, free and eternal. So ask yourself, how much of your life is truly your own? How many of your choices are guided by fear, by habit, by the need to be someone? You can break free now in this very breath. You don't need to wait for death to reveal what is real. Life itself is the training ground. Every challenge, every loss, every moment of stillness is an invitation to wake up. Because one day you will. Whether you are ready or not, you will wake from this dream. The question is, will you awaken now? Or only when everything you know is stripped away? If you can see through illusion now, you will be free when the time comes. If not, you will simply dream again, another life, another illusion. But this moment, this breath, is your chance to remember, to look beyond the surface, to recognize what has always been true. You are not the dream. You are the dreamer. So wake up, not someday, not later, but now. Because life is a dream. And one day, ready or not, you will awaken. The only question is, will you realize it before it's too late? If these words stirred something inside you, if a quiet truth began to awaken within your heart, write in the comments, I understood it. Because the moment you understand, you are no longer waiting for awakening. You are awakening. Now, and remember, echo of the mind is not just something you listen to. It's the whisper within you that reminds you death was never the end. It was the moment you began to awaken.